Well, good morning everyone. Thank you for coming along today. Special fight, special announcement you would have seen on Saturday night. Great night at the O2. Gillian White moves to the mandatory position with the WBC, and also announced on Saturday was a huge unification fight, WBC, WBO, WBA, Ring Magazine World Lightweight titles. Vasily Lomachenko against Luke Campbell, August 31st, O2 Arena, Sky Sports box office, ESPN Plus in the States. It's a huge, huge night for British boxing. We saw pre-sale records broken at the weekend at the O2. We go on sale in about an hour's time, midday at the O2. We're expecting an immediate sellout for this massive moment for British boxing. Pound for pound #1, former Olympic champion, freeweight world champion, unified lightweight champion Vasily Lomachenko, taking on the greatest amateur this country's ever produced, London Olympic 12 gold medalist in Luke Campbell as well. And before we speak to everybody at the table, I'm going to pass over to Adam Smith, head of boxing from Sky Sports, to say a few words.
Thanks, Eddie. Hope everyone's not too tired after Saturday night. What a night, another great one at the O2, and fantastic to see these two go head to head. Vasily Lomachenko, possibly the greatest fighter of our generation, wonderfully talented amateur, lost once in 396 fights. Fabulous professional career so far, three-weight world champion. We were there at his professional debut at the Thomas & Mack in Vegas, and I thought we were starting a journey that might end up not just in the Hall of Fame, but as one of the great fighters of all time. I really love watching Lomachenko. He's got incredible ring craft and talent and versatility. And you know, it's a pleasure to have him over here, not just today and this week. We're going to take him to Sky later, but for August the 31st, which I think is going to be a special attraction. We've had Errol Spence, we've had Gennady Golovkin, we've had great fighters over here in recent years, but for me, Vasily Lomachenko may be the best of the lot. Now, let's get to Luke Campbell, because Eddie's right. Luke Campbell, our greatest ever amateur, and I've been keeping an eye on him since he was 15, 16. He's not only just a fabulous fighter and a beautiful southpaw technician himself, but he's a great guy as well. Look at the name there, Luke Campbell, MBE. He's an absolute pleasure. He's been great to work with over the years, and it's a golden opportunity for Luke. Both of these guys hit gold in London 2012. There's no reason why Luke Campbell can't go and achieve his dream, achieve his goals, and give Lomachenko the toughest and best night of his life. And who knows, maybe he can bring these titles back to Britain. It'd be amazing if he does. It's a fantastic moment for us, August 31st. We cannot wait, and he's promising a terrific card as well. I know my team are absolutely buzzing about having Vasily over here, and for Luke, it's the chance of a lifetime, so we wish them both well.
Thank you, Ed. We move over to Team Lomachenko. Delighted to welcome Brad Jacobs here from Top Rank. A string of big fights made between Top Rank and Matchroom. Recently, of course, we saw Vasily Lomachenko take on Anthony Crolla in Los Angeles. And this week, for me, I think one of the fights of the year so far, our guy Maurice Hooker, WBO light welterweight world champion, against Top Rank's Jose Ramirez, live on the Zone at the weekend and Sky Sports as well in Dallas. It's going to be a brilliant fight. And I'm going to pass over to Brad Jacobs to say a few words.
Eddie, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here, and as always, we want to thank Matchroom and the entire team there for their hospitality and working on all these special fights, culminating soon with the August 31st fight with Lomachenko and Campbell. Look, this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to see a tremendous fighter, #1 in the world, against such an accomplished amateur fighter in Luke Campbell. We're looking forward to it. Can't wait for that to happen. Again, as Eddie mentioned, this will be on ESPN Plus in the United States, and the entire world is waiting for this event to happen. So we're just looking forward to being back next month. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. We'll move to our good friend Igis Klimas, who looks like he has half the population of boxers in the world under his management. Igis, welcome. You have a reputation with your guys of almost being fearless in the matchmaking because of their ability, and this was a big opportunity for Vasily to box in London. We know when we saw Usyk come over and box Bellew in Manchester, he loved it, he loved the whole occasion, and it's always been a target of Vasily since he turned professional to box in the capital here.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. First of all, I wanted to say I'm really blessed to represent best fighter in the world, pound for pound, Vasily Lomachenko. I don't know where that blessing came to me. Looks like when I signed him, I just hit the jackpot. But anyway, moving to this fight, moving to the British. A lot of people say America, Madison Square Garden is the mecca of boxing. I have to disagree a little bit here because UK, it's a big, huge fan base where they understand boxing. We know boxing. You can even walk on the street, ask any guy walking through, and he will tell you something about boxing. He will know something about boxing. That's how deep here in UK boxing is. As far as matching this Vasily Lomachenko with LUKE Campbell, I think this is two guys who's gonna step in the ring, who has both of them has skills, has boxing IQs, and I think it's gonna be more like a chess game instead of it being as a boxing match. I think it's going to be very grateful night for fans, for boxing fans. Everybody wants that. I wanted to thank Matchroom. I wanted to thank Top Rank for doing that bout, for making that. I wanted to thank WBC approving that unification. Vasily Lomachenko's dream is to unify all 4 titles. This is 3rd title on his belt. Could be he's gonna win. So it's another step for him to reach his goals. So I just wanted to thank all the media who does let know the world what is going on. I wanted to thank Sky Sports, ESPN Plus in the States, and well, looking forward for August 31st.
Thank you. Yes. Shane McGuigan has a commitment today, so we brought in another member of the team, familiar to you all, of course, former world super middleweight champion George Groves. George, I saw your comments when this fight was announced, obviously backing your man 100%. You've been there, you've seen it all, you've been in some huge fights yourself, and this is another mega fight for the City of London.
Yeah. Shane can't make it today. He sends his apologies. He really wishes he could have been here. Yeah, I'm here instead. So, now, one opportunity for LUKE Campbell, you know, to get in there and really show what he's all about. You know, this week I was in the gym and I saw Shane, and he kind of looked at me and he said, "He's going to beat Lomachenko. Like, Campbell's going to win." And I led in and I said, "I know. Like, it's not a secret between me and you and everyone. And we know. Like, and we know that he's got it all to do, and he's going to be a big underdog. But LUKE Campbell is going to go out there and do the job that he's been put on this planet to do. I believe he's one of the best fighters we've ever produced. I know this firsthand. I've trained alongside LUKE for over half my life now, since we were 14, 15 years old. We travelled the world together, boxed all over the world, and he's one of the best talents I've ever had the pleasure of being in the gym with. His pro career is now going strength to strength. I think it took him a while to find his feet, but now he's really, really improving, and the best is still yet to come for LUKE Campbell. You know, it's a blessing for him that, yeah, we all want to win world titles, but he's got the opportunity now to fight the pound for pound #1 in the world. And I know if anyone could beat Lomachenko, it is my friend and my former stablemate, LUKE Campbell, because he has that ability. He's not here to make up the numbers. He's not going to be there just to, you know, just to fill in and, you know, give an opportunity for the British fans to see, you know, some superstar come over. LUKE Campbell's there to do a job, and he will do that job. I'm just super excited. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be part of it, and I can't wait to see, you know, my friend become world champion in a spectacular fashion, because it's going to be such a huge occasion. Everyone needs to see this fight. It is a must-see fight.
Those huge occasions, obviously you've been involved in them yourself, but I think people sometimes underestimate the huge occasions that Luke's been in. You know, obviously winning gold in London 2012, probably more pressure than anything he's ever faced in his pro career. His pro debut was outdoors in front of 10,000 people at Craven Park. It was a 4-rounder. You know, had to save his career against Yvonne Mendy in front of 80,000 at Wembley only recently. He's already boxed Linares in California as well. So he has the experience and won't be overawed by this challenge.
Oh, definitely. He's got that champion material. Like there's not an ounce of self-doubt inside him. he's a born champion, and yeah, you know, his Olympic gold medal was a little bit overshadowed by the first female, you know, champion coming, Nicola Adams, at the same time, and obviously Annie Joshua, a heavyweight, who obviously went on to do great things to become world champion. So Luke's had to face that frustration, you know, that many fighters face, that I've had to face, where, you know, you feel like you have to work that little bit harder. But for him, you know, that's all going to be that much more sweeter, because you know, he wants all 4 belts. You know, he's got an opportunity to fight and pick up 3 in one night, and then, you know, he's going to go from there. But yeah, he's on paper, he is our best amateur fighter of all time. When you rack up the medals and the achievements that he had, and now it's time for him to go and do the same in the pro ranks.
Thank you, George. We move to the champion, 3-weight world champion, Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily, welcome. We know that having boxed all over the world as an amateur, to fight in the UK as a professional was always very important to you.
Hi everyone, I'm happy to be in London again, and I don't want to talk too much. See you on August 31st, okay?
Well, I have one question for you. So you're not going to get away that easy. I know you've been talking all morning as well. You know boxing, of course, your father knows boxing. You recognise the test and the challenge of LUKE Campbell in this fight. You took part in many tournaments together. I see this as the toughest fight of your career so far, but a big challenge for you in London against the British fighters.
Maybe because he has a he's a dog. He has a big reach, and he's a smart boxer. That's why, and he has, of course, he has a high boxing IQ, because he has a very big amateur experience. Maybe it will be for me a big challenge.
My final question, one more. You seem, and your team seem almost fearless against everybody that you face. Do you think that you are unbeatable? Do you see anybody in boxing that can beat you?
No, I never think about this. I just do my job, I train hard, and then I come in the ring. I believe on my win. That's it.
Thank you, Vasily. LUKE Campbell, a huge moment for you. You know, there was a lot of speculation. Obviously, when you beat Yvonne Mandy, become the mandatory for the WBC world title, who would it be? We looked down the rankings. We thought Abdullayev, we thought Haney. We understand the game. Every governing body would like Lomachenko to be their champion. You were one of the guys that was pleased when it was Lomachenko who you would face, and now, as George says, a chance for you to win 3 world titles, Ring Magazine title, and yourself become arguably pound for pound #1 in world boxing on August the 31st.
Yeah, I mean, I've never shied away from a challenge. This is a big challenge, but these are the type of challenges that I train for every day, and prepare for, and you know, I believe it's the 2 best lightweights in the division that are facing off, and I think this fight brings everything to the table: boxing IQ, power, speed, agility. I think this fight has everything in the making to be one of the best fights going, and most exciting fights as well. Like I say, I believe we're the best 2 in the division, and come August 31st, I believe you're going to see one hell of a fight. Like I say, I'm a competitor. I want to compete at the highest level, and this is just one of them moments where you make it or you break it. But you know, I believe in myself, and with challenges like this, I rise to the occasion, and I'll be ready come August 31st. Vasily was right there. It's not, this fight doesn't really need the talking, because the action will commence on August 31st, and you're going to see a great fight.
Obviously, you talked earlier about 2003 First time you bumped into each other in the European Championships in Russia. And since then, been at so many tournaments with him, obviously saw him win Olympic gold, and you won Olympic gold in London. Did you ever think that you may get to face him in the pro ranks, and what was the reputation like of him on the amateur circuit?
Yeah, I was just talking to George before we come up here that George was in the same tournament with us in 2003 where we first seen Lomachenko, so we know how good he is from being a young age, and you know, but never really thought would be facing off, because again mentally you just take one thing as it comes and prepare on that thing and not look too far down the future. I mean, we set our goals, and my goals are to have the titles. And when I was young, when I first started boxing, my father always said to me, "You're going to be Olympic champion," and I never really believed him. And he kept saying it, and then all of a sudden I came Olympic champion. Well, it wasn't all of a sudden, but you know what I mean. And he's always said in the program as well that I will hold the belts, and I finally now believe him.
Is it a case of, obviously you have to respect Lomachenko's abilities, but not give him too much respect in his fight? You are fighting on your patch, in your country, and you're the one that's got to go and take the belts from him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the challenger, he's the champion. Obviously respect everything he's done and he's achieved. But I also believe that, you know, every champion was once a challenger, and you know, it takes that to become a champion, and I'll be ready to give everyone a great fight on August 31st.
And finally, having been around your whole career, this is unquestionably the perfect time in your career in terms of your preparation, where you are mentally, where you are physically, where you are with Shane. This is the best chance for you, through everything we've seen so far in your career, the perfect moment to cause this upset.
Yeah, I mean, George hit the nail on the head there. Now I believe my career is going from strength to strength. It took me a while to get settled in the professional game, and just getting the right team around me, and you know, settling in and actually knowing the pro game. But now I feel like I'm finally settled, and I'm in a great place. And like I say, now I think I'm going from strength to strength, and this is the perfect time for me. Both of us are in our prime, and you know, this for me is perfect timing.
Thank you, Luke. We cannot wait. Lomachenko against Campbell, August 31st at the O2. Tickets go on sale at midday today. Expect to sell out, I believe, today for this fight and this card. And all week we'll be dropping further information about the card. There'll be World Championship fights on the undercard. There'll be big heavyweight fights on the undercard, domestic fights as well. This is going to be a historic night for British boxing at the O2. These guys are going to face off up here now, and then everyone available for one-on-ones. And then we look forward to seeing you very soon back at the O2 Arena, just under 6 weeks to go. Thank you.